What is consciousness? It is the common, universal identity of every living being. It is that by which happiness is known and sadness is known. Not the happiness, not the sadness, but the knower of both. It is my core quality, my true nature. But then a subtle question arises. Am I conscious at all times? When a child rests in the womb, when a person lies in deep sleep, when someone is in a coma or faints, when we look at tiny organisms or silent plants, it appears as if consciousness is absent. But is it truly absent, or simply not expressed in the way we expect? A child in the womb responds, kicking, turning, reacting. The mother's emotions, her environment, even music seem to influence the unborn, as if some subtle knowing is already present, even before words, even before thought. Plants, too, turn toward light, send roots toward water, adapt to seasons. They do not think, yet something within them responds, adjusts, survives. Microorganisms move toward nourishment and away from harm. They gather where conditions support life, as if guided by an inner intelligence. So, what we call consciousness may not always appear as thinking, speaking, or expressing, yet a deeper sensitivity, a basic knowing, seems to pervade all life. And then we look at ourselves. In deep sleep, many times there are no active thoughts, no clear perceptions. Yet on waking, we say, I slept well, or I was disturbed. Who knew this absence? When a mosquito bites, the hand moves to scratch, even before the mind fully wakes. When the room becomes too hot or too cold, the body turns, adjusts, responds. Something remains aware enough to register and respond, even when the conscious mind appears inactive. So perhaps consciousness does not switch off. It only shifts its mode of expression. Sometimes it is outward, flowing through senses and thoughts. Sometimes it is inward, quiet, subtle, almost hidden, like a lamp covered by different shades. The light is constant, but its visibility changes. The waking mind is only one layer. Beneath it lies a subtler field, often called the subconscious, where impressions are stored, responses arise, and life continues to be regulated. And deeper still, there is a silent witnessing presence that is not disturbed by waking, dreaming, or sleep. Living beings cannot exist without this fundamental knowing. It is not something added from outside. It is what makes life alive. Without it, there would be no experience, no response, no continuity. And yet, a deeper refinement emerges. While knowing never stops, our awareness of that knowing may fluctuate. We are always conscious, but not always consciously aware. This is why life becomes a journey, not of acquiring consciousness, but of recognizing it more clearly. So the insight gently matures. Consciousness is constant, but its expression varies. Awareness is ever present, but its clarity rises and falls. The knower never disappears. Only the instruments of knowing become active or quiet. And then a quiet shift happens. Instead of asking, am I conscious or not? The question becomes, how clearly am I aware of the consciousness that I am? And in that clarity, something profound is seen. Knowing never stops. Being never stops. Only our attention wanders. And the moment attention returns, even for an instant, there it is again, silent, unbroken, always present, the very essence of who I am.